Blessings, everyone. This is Keleena. Welcome to May. May has got a lot going on, a lot of transformation through you for the earth. And we're going to see in today's video some of the things through my experience that I receive before they actually happen. Then I share them so that others can understand. The lunar eclipse has happened. We've been past that. I've just been so busy. I haven't had time to actually create this video for you, but it is going to be full of information that is going to be for May, and some very interesting things about the physical body connecting more with the higher self, or the two merging from the experiences that I've been going through. And we'll get to that in just a moment. Okay, blessings, everyone. So this month of May, this energy is just fabulous and high frequency, and there's so much movement forward happening that a lot of you may be mistaking it for a lower vibration, lower frequency. But what's actually happening is, with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse opened up. If you listen to my live that I did, that is on here, if you haven't listened to it, that is such a powerful video with a lot of information. They don't let you put it in your normal feed. So go click my live videos and watch that one, because there's a lot of activations and information in there that's very pertinent to what's happening right now for humans and for the planet. Okay, so please check that out. But what's happening with the solar eclipse, and I explained in there what happened to me and what's happening to me since the spring equinox, is this huge shift in holding this higher vibration, this higher frequency in space, in this expanded consciousness, this higher consciousness, and in the expanded heart and love. And it's such a beautiful, blissful feeling. But as this is happening for a lot of you, and this is starting to happen, it's pushing you to actually bring up things that you have to release, okay? And a lot of these are emotions you're feeling, strange energies, weird feelings in the body, nausea, all kinds of symptoms. If you have not or do not get my newsletter, I listed all these new symptoms. Go and sign up for that newsletter. You'll get the one that went out for May. It's totally activating. There's a lot of information in there to help you. And it's go to KeleenaMallard.com. It's just backwards over there. And then I just sign up for the newsletter. I don't spam you. It comes out once a month. And it's a very high frequency transmission from the Perpetual Sacred Heart, which is the group of angelics that I work with, that work through me for that. So as this is shifting and changing within you, it's to help you to be able to move into higher vibration, higher frequency. And as this is happening, one of the things that I've been experiencing when I get up in the morning or am trying to do things where the ego is saying, okay, I gotta do this today, I'm gonna do this today. And this is happening for me for a year, but it's getting stronger and stronger, where the physical body is actually being directed and taken into a different place than I actually wanna go. So what's happening is the body is connecting to the higher self. The higher self is connecting to the body, and it's taking over as the ego. The ego is releasing its grip, okay, on control. Because we are programmed. Let's say you get up in the morning, you have the same routine every morning. Your body now, your higher self's taking over the body. So when you get up in the morning, for me, what's happening is I'm like, I'm going to go here and do this. And my body is being actually taken the opposite way. And I'm being placed, I'm like, why am I standing here? And then I realize, okay, higher self, I'm allowing the flow, taking a deep breath, allowing myself to feel and see why my higher self has moved to a physical body there. This is part of the process of ascension. We are letting go of our old programming and even the daily program or programs that we've run on ourselves that we think we're doing right, those are changing too. So this, if you haven't experienced this yet, don't worry, this is coming. Everyone's experiencing things differently because no two person's awakenings are the same. I've been awake since a child, but as I talk about on my website, I've talked about in videos, I've been expanding since a child, and so this is just one of the latest things. It started January 2022, and it's just got so like in alignment now that I pretty much have no say. Because it's my higher self, which is me. Our higher selves are you, and our higher self will not lead you in the wrong direction. So listen, okay? That's one of the things we have to listen. We take our space, we align, we drop in that divine sacred heart. We breathe and we listen, okay? And then the outside noises, the distortions of the outside world fall away. And then we're able to tune into where we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to be doing. And it's like that. So as I was talking about, this frequency is shifting, the vibrations are shifting, and also what's shifting is I'm doing, this is amazing, I'm doing a webinar with my divine sister Keleena Rose. Some of you may know her. I had invited her to do Sisters of the Rose events with me here in Sedona, but she sings the language of light on her YouTube channel. We are doing a webinar together. That's going to be very powerful. It's healing activations, upgrades for change. We're channeling codes. We will be doing the high angelic frequency songs that will help you with healing and balancing and shifting yourself. She will be also allowing the devas to sing through her. And there's going to be so much more. So check out that webinar also. I'll put it down in the link before, but it's also on the website. It's on her website as well. But this is the amazing part. Like, we are able to assist people. That's our work here on the earth as Wayshowers. We lead people to find their divine self, and then we take you along your path to become the authentic self that you are. And it's so beautiful. And as you're going through the shift in process, and what everybody's going through now with this high frequency and high vibration that's coming into the planet from this gateway, okay, this massive gateway, there's no turning back. There's going to be people that aren't going to be able to handle this, and from my personal sessions I do with my clients, there are many that are turning to alcohol. They're turning to certain types of drugs, things to smoke, because they're not able to handle the high vibrations and frequency they're feeling in the body. And so they numb themselves. And so with this, there will be some that can't handle it all, and they will overdo it, and they will leave the earth. So this is happening. And but we remember that it is these person's choice, and we can help them as much as we can. But if they don't want to help themselves, sometimes there's nothing we can do except allow them to have their experience. We can put our hand out and offer and offer and offer. But if they continue to refuse, please know, because I know a lot of you are going through this with people in your life. We cannot try to convince them of who they are, and we cannot try to convince them that everything that's happening is for the better, because they won't believe it if they're in their ego. Okay, so I hope that helps some of you that have emailed me and asked me that question: how do I help this person and my family? Okay, so for those of you that can't feel the high frequency or the high vibrations within yourself, I talked about this many times, and and I also, teaching a lot of stuff on my master classes on Patreon, and people are loving the master classes. Thank you so much. I'm getting like these, I will have some testimonials posted soon, but it's really opened their eyes and expanding their consciousness and their aha that's the piece that was missing that I didn't understand, or that's the piece that was missing that's helping me to excel. That's the piece that was missing to help me to heal or to process things or to remove connections or entities, all that kind of stuff. I'm teaching all these things because you won't find everything online. There's always things that are missing. So I'm teaching that in the master classes. But anyways, one of the things that's really important to do, and I do talk about this, is that you have to follow your passion. You have to follow your joy to raise your vibration, your frequency levels. That is the number one thing to do. And it's the things that raise us, our vibrations and our frequency, that are natural to us. It's the organic stuff. What do you love to do that makes you laugh? What do you love to do that just makes you like, oh, I love that. That's very grace. When we just go for a walk in nature and I see the flowers blooming, I'm like, oh, and I'm in that moment just filled with the blessings of Gaia. It was like that for me when I was in the jungles of Mexico and I was seeing, or in Spain, where I was seeing the fruits growing on the trees, like, that's grace. That's the grace of the mother. That's the grace and feeling of, look at this. Mother is so abundant. She provides everything for us. And in that powerful moment of just seeing how much of it is there, it moved me into the higher frequency and vibration. But for you, it could be music, listening to great music. And I'm talking about music that makes you dance, not heavy metal, not these low vibrational songs that have very low vibrational words, and then be very careful of those, because what they do is they play tricks with your mind. Higher frequency music, even Shakina's music's high frequency. What I sing's high frequency. I just don't have any videos of songs yet. They're coming. Well, I do. I have one. I do have one. It was recorded by someone. Well, actually, someone had taken one of my things and created it. It's on there, and a lot of people use it. So go to look at that. But doing the things you love, whether it's always creation, it's your creative side, whether it's art, whether it's exercise. Some people get really high vibrational when they exercise. They feel like, I've done this. I'm in so much joy. I feel so good. Going for a walk, playing with animals, playing with your children. Children are highly vibrational and high frequency. But follow the joys of the things you love that lift you into that higher vibration and can keep you there. Okay? And that's the opposite of the way that people are going that are actually turning to the drugs, and the alcohol. All right, go the natural route. Be out on Gaia. Get in the ocean. Receive the codes in the water, and feel the love. Feel that love, and expand that love, and your higher consciousness at the same time. Okay, so follow your passion, your joy to create this. And also with this, we are in this great transformational time of change. And it is during this time that we are taking advantage of creating something new in our life for ourselves that's also good for the world. Something that's in alignment for us. When I channel, my nose runs. So take advantage of this time. And I know a lot of my clients are calling it chaotic, hectic. They're using words like that. Though, yes, it's like that in the third dimensional reality. We're here to create from being in alignment to our higher self and allowing the ideas to come in, creating in joy, in our passion, in love, and what makes us feel good. So creating, maybe you're going to leave your job and you're going to start your own new business doing the same thing, but doing it fifth dimensionally and doing it for yourself. So you're not making somebody else, rich. Do you want to see what I'm saying? Take that foundation that you created for yourself or that you studied and create your own with it. That's why we're here. That's what we came to do. Utilize your abilities. Utilize the fact that you're awake and you can tap into higher consciousness. You can feel what clients are right for you or what's not. and utilize that. It's such a beautiful time to take advantage of the time that you have to actually do this. And eliminate the things in your life that aren't working for you. All right. Such as the emotions. Okay. We have got with this lunar eclipse, and this is going to go through a couple weeks as what I'm feeling and what I'm being shown, because it wasn't just the actual eclipse day, that there's these emotions coming up through this month and these feelings. And I have got a lot of clients, and even on my Patreon mastery class, I talked about this because I felt this in a lot of the students there, is grief. When I tune into people, and I was one of the other students was doing some work. When we cannot get a full breath, when we are empaths and healers, and we tune into someone's energy and frequency, if we can't get a full breath with that person, that means it's connected to the heart chakra, that there's something going on there with the heart. It also means that the lungs, there's an obstruction in the lungs. And so when you can't get that full breath, the lungs are connected to grief. Okay. So a lot of my clients these past few weeks, I have been bringing up that there's grief going on, grieving, but it's also connected to your lineage, your family lineage of the past, things that you haven't fully healed that you've been grieving. I've even seen through some passings on Instagram and some other acquaintances, colleagues, friends that are talking about grief as well. So it just confirmed for me, yep, I'm right on target with that. So you're going to be feeling these emotions that are coming up. You don't know where they're coming from, but you don't have to. But allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel it. And allow yourself, give yourself the permission to release all that is not serving you anymore, including this grief. You can hold your hands up and just say, I give it all to God now. And you're going to feel it lift from you. These are the little things that I teach in my masterclass. It's the things I do on a daily basis that are from my cell memories from Lemuria, things that and Atlantis, things that I taught, things that I did in the temples from Egypt, all these time periods. I'm doing the same work now. It's amazing when your cells awaken, you have all the memories of the things that you did in these other lifetimes or are doing in these other parallel lives, you're doing here. So it's just amazing. So yes, it may feel frustrating at times, and you may feel like disconnected with your environment. You may feel disconnected with people, places, things, but that's okay. Because when we're moving into this higher consciousness and this new reality of new earth that is within yourself, okay, we are going to disconnect from the things that are no longer serving us. And this is a part of the process. Metarakia, nashuta, namiananaya. Release. You'll be receiving activation, song codes, all kinds of stuff in the webinar with Shekina and I. We are very excited to bring this to you. Shekina and I are sisters. We're also both Venusian, and that's one of the places we know each other from, and Pleiadian and Syrian. Very connected to the divine feminine, divine mother energies, both of us. And we're both these Blu-ray transmission channelers and specialists. We're masters in this field. And it's not something we go out telling people, oh, I'm a master. No, this is something that our guides have told us. They're like, you're masters in this field. This is why you've returned. And I've actually talked about it with some other persons, and some here in Sedona, that have gotten very turned around and gotten very jealous and turned their back. And so I also see, this is what you're going to see in your own process, is that there will be those that will turn their back on you because they're thinking that you're being, egoish. And this wasn't coming from my ego. And neither Shakina nor I are in our ego. We're just still experiencing every day, trying to be human, but being that higher consciousness all the time, the angelic, divine, human, angelic beings that we are. And people don't understand us many times, and then they judge us. But we have to look beyond the judgment and realize that the judgment is coming from the pain of the person that is judging us, because that's how they feel about herself. So if you're going through that this month or any month or any time, that's what's happening with you. If somebody is judging you, this is coming through right now. My team is aligning me to say this, and I would have never said this. So it's not in my meditation and experiences over there, but you're being aligned to actually go through that so you can see where other people are, but also feel into compassion for other persons and really tune into the love that you are and send that love out to those persons and to the world. And it also shifts yourself, okay? I don't have an ego and I don't have an agenda here. I'm just trying to help people. I'm a wayshower, I'm an activator of all the languages that come through me, of sacred geometries. And this is just a small part of my purpose, to help you, to guide you, to find your authentic self. So I just did also a very beautiful show recently with Awakened World. And it was really powerful. The person's on there. Let me see if I can find really quick. It was such a powerful show. It ended up not being an interview. It was supposed to be an interview. I ended up doing healing the whole entire time, which was fine because the people needed it. And there's no ego in this. So it's the Global Peace Tribe. So if you're part of Global Peace Tribe, I'm going to share that link as well. I'm going to try and put it either on my YouTube or something so that you can watch that. But it was extremely powerful for the people that were on there, lining up for assistance with help and activations. So again, Global Peace Tribe, that's Scott Cadmus, a very beautiful man, and also Tangela of Soul Search. I'm a part of the Soul Search community. She set this up, and I'll be doing some more things with Tangela as well, with Soul Search. So I just wanted to share that with you because these are things that we do out of our heart. It was supposed to be, like I said, it was supposed to be an interview. It ended up just being an entire healing. And so I wanted to share that because it does. When you do that, that's we just don't have ego in that way, and that's what you're being taken away from. All these things that are going on for you in this transformation process to move into higher vibration and frequency, there's no ego there because you're aligning with your soul self, you're aligning with spirit, you're adopting into that divine sacred heart, and you're being that being that you are. You're being that God self. You know, life lives through us. All right, that's spirit, that's source. Life lives through us and experiences these beautiful, beautiful places, spaces, and events on this earth, transitions, experiences that we are having on a daily basis from 8 billion different people at once, you know? And so enjoy life so that the life living through you gets to enjoy it as well. Okay, I'm just checking my notes here. I talked about the frequency. I talked about those going the opposite way, raising your vibration. Okay, this is very important. The other thing that I'm really, because I keep getting when I'm pulling my cards, the power cards. And the power is coming in as we move more into our own power, okay? It shifts the distortion and the controlling power on the planet. So the more you are aligning with who you are, okay? And the reason I go like this is because, you know, I'm just saying you're out here in the ego. This is why I have it here. I bring it this way. That's the false ego. That's the false identity ego that watch my old videos, you'll understand. Go back to 2018 and start. But when you align back with your higher self, the divine mind, the divine sacred heart, and down to the sacred yoni. Okay, when you align in that way and you expand your heart and your higher consciousness, this is where we live in the heart-based reality. And this is where we remove the control. And like I said before, that how the higher self was with me, taking over my physical body now, and I have to let go of the control of wanting to go one way, because the higher self's taken me the other, and we have to listen. And as we're letting go of that control within our own self to be fully aligned and fully aware what's happening, it's also releasing the control within us. It's releasing the control on the planet. Because remember, you are part of Gaia, all right? You are Gaia's child. We are children of Source. Gaia is our mother. We're birthed into these physical bodies that are only on this planet. And when we leave, the physical body stays here with Gaia because it's Gaia's. We're part of Gaia. So as we're shifting that control out of us, we're shifting that control on the planet. And that's why at times you may see things that may seem a little bit like, oh no, this is going to happen. Oh no, this is going to happen. Or maybe people are predicting things are going to happen. But stay here, stay centered in your heart, and know that all the things are happening are for our best, okay? You're going to see more of this happening, and when that happens, continue to release, all right? Because what happens? The dark serves the light. So the more that the games are played, it gets backfired, because if you look at it all, there's so much backfiring going on. The light continues to rise and expand. Yeah. Meteriki nanarash nashuntanura nahananaya. Remember that. The dark serves the light. Okay. One more thing, Egypt. I am getting emails still about Egypt because I announced a while ago that I will be heading there and leading, okay, people there, and it will be work and it will be an event, and yes, it is coming together. It will be in the fall. We are on the final touches right now of everything, so just be patient. Make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. The Patreon people already got some of the information because I give it to them first. But if that's something that you're interested in, please sign up for the newsletter, because that's how I am updating people with these things. And the newsletter will always just have information that you're looking for and the activation codes and transmissions and channelings coming in from the divine angels. Okay, so let's go ahead, and with that said, I already have a lot of people saying, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I don't care. I know you, Keleena, with your Isis energy and your Magdalene energy and Mother energy, that it's going to be powerful. So there's going to be limited space, just so you know. So if it's something you want to do, make sure you are on that newsletter to know when it's coming, because it's going to book, okay? All right, so let's do this. For those of you that don't know me or you've never listened before, I speak all of the languages of light. It's sacred geometry that comes in from source. It's connected to, I also channel them, and I only channel the highest frequency, benevolent, and the highest vibrational energies, okay, just so you know. Nothing lower is going to come through. And if people say that, that's what this is, no, I'm sorry I have to say this, but they're wrong. I've already had enough of that. I'm not dealing with that anymore. The lower vibrational people that think this is something that's bad, when they comment, we see where they are in their space and place. So that's why I always say, if you don't want to be seen where you truly are, don't put any negative comments on here, because it's not going to help you any. You're just going to be judging, and you're just going to be feeling more within yourself. All right, so And the language of light, it's healing energy, it's activations to help you heal, it's activations to open you up at the cellular level through the DNA. This is something that I'm gifted with. I have done it in lifetimes. I'm doing it again. And it's part of my purpose here to help you to move forward in your process of your awakening and in a more accelerated level. So if you want specific ones, you have to book a session. These are just going to be for the collective, for what's needed in the moment of now. Also, sessions are turned off right now because I'm trying to catch up. So just let you know, do the webinar. That's what I'm going to say. It's only $44. I would tune into that for now until more sessions are open. Or check out Patreon, because Patreon, I'm doing this on Patreon for all the different levels too. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead. Take a deep breath and relax. Have your hands, palms facing up on your lap. And if we want to receive the healing, just say, I accept this healing from Keleena. Okay, and just be open and ready to receive. Mediaro una, manika nerash nama at. Opening the chakras, clearing. Those are Syrian codes when you hear those whatever those things are. Pings. You'll receive galactic. There's going to be ancient earth activations. There'll be elemental. There'll be angelic. There's 5 different ones. Just allow them. Don't be afraid of them. They're here to help. Uneshne uth kikiana sunaha. And then Namoya hey oh ya 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 oh no ya oh ya antekirikra oshna na usnei manye nimpiro un satara kiarashna shamutet shashya yasaki santiarashno tut Mariana Anna Santa Maria Namanno Nishnada Kirata Kirata Grotus Nutu Unneninje Madara Enda Achund it Nikir und ihrem ihre und ihrem it ir achund ar mich und immer uschna snakrasna Santa ihre an ot ur mach und in ihre an emir nicht und ihre asch haya Afiani Anat. Nietato katakata titi kikiro to masatateda pakuna nina ya atas Shatatakra unamai amor Many blessings, everyone. Hang in there through this time of transition. Everything is happening for the better, okay? I wish you all a beautiful month of May, and I hope that you really feel within you the shifts and changes that are occurring on the planet are actually because of you, and you understand this. So whatever you want to focus on that passion and that joy, that fire within you that ignites that passion, that flavor, and do the things you love, because that's the stuff that's changing the earth. We want an earth that is love. We want an earth that is peace. We want a love that is freedom. And we want an earth that is in the highest consciousness, the highest vibration and frequency. And it happens through you. You are very important here. You all have a role to play, and we are all a piece of the puzzle. And without you, it won't happen. Stay tuned in. Allow yourself to be. Align with your divine sacred heart. And be in love. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there that celebrate that this month. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are, that have been, and to the new mothers that are coming. And even if you are not a mother in this lifetime, you've been a mother. So many blessings to all of you. Matiara Tora, Nashnianama, Nakianai. I love you. Blessings, everyone. Yo soy tu,